Alright, what's good? It's your boy Jay with the Drip. We're back at it again with another video. Part 2 to my freshman advice, but this time it's the college edition. I did the high school version about 3 years ago. And I'm here with
Cashin.
And we're both here today to just basically chime in and put our 2 cents in on all kinds of freshman advice. Me coming from the perspective of a PWI, and she went to Coppin State, which is a HBCU. So we about to cover all topics, all questions you want to know. We will have that answer today in this video. So I mean that's as good as that gets as far as our intro goes. As far as, and of course we got our own notes because we're college scholars. But as far as how I'm gonna do my part, I'm just gonna have an academic version that I'm gonna have more personal version because I'm pretty sure everybody wants all kinds of questions answered. So one of my first notes I took down was, ironically, so take notes during the lecture. That's something that's helped me out all year long. Mind you, when the year ended, I ended up with straight A's both semesters. So that's something like, if you want to take anybody's advice on this channel, on YouTube, might as well chime in mine, because if you want A's, if you want to win, we win over here. But I digress. My point. Take notes during the lecture. It's really going to be beneficial for you. It's really going to help you out. It keeps you engaged with whatever the professor is saying. So if you're taking notes during it, then you're already paying a lot of attention. So that helps you out there. This is more of a shout out to this brand called Ali. I take these energy gummies. A lot of people like coffee. A lot of people take energy drinks. I don't do none of that. But it's these gummies. They have the daily energy ones. If you see them at a Rite Aid or at the CVS, go cop you some. They taste good. And then, of course, it keeps you up. And it doesn't matter how early your class is or if you just need energy to go on. Get you that quick boost of energy. So well, I think it's two types. You got the daily energy one, then you got the quick boost. I think I take the quick boost ones. But try those out and then comment down below how they are, because they've definitely got me through some tough lectures. What's up?
I didn't use gummies, but I took cold showers.
Cold showers work.
That helped me stay up at least, when I didn't have time to chime in and do everything all at once. Mm-hmm. I would hop in the shower quickly, or I would dip my face in cold water. It doesn't work for everybody, but it works for most people, as I heard. But it worked for me, so that's another thing. Just want to point that out there.
I never done a cold shower.
Really? It helps a lot with it just helps you have more energy throughout your day, and boosts your serotonin, and that basically just helps. A hot shower is more relaxing for your relaxing body, but when you put your body in cold water, you can basically, what I'm saying, you can get through your entire day, or you can get through what you're about to get through. It helps a lot. I know a lot of athletes, at least some that I know, take cold showers, or at least the big ones take cold showers.
I don't.
Okay, I'm not saying you, I'm saying, some, at least in the league somewhere. At least that's where I got it from.
Well, see, this is why I have my guests here, because I ain't know none of that.
Maybe take one day.
I don't think I want to take a cold shower anytime soon. I get sick easily. So another one is YouTube everything as an alternative guide. And this goes for any grade, whether you're in grade school or if you're in college. If you don't understand something, really use YouTube a lot. Little cheat code for me was when I didn't feel like reading something, I would YouTube the review of it. I did that pretty much all through English and script analysis class because I had to read scripts and stuff. So reviews of plays, reviews of books, novels, all that. It's all there. Of course, most of your professors, they want to have you go sub a note in. So you just, sub either a note or a quote from what you read. So you just find that on your own. But you'll get the gist of the story much quicker by using YouTube. So that's something that definitely kept me pushing. And it's on YouTube for everybody to see. So, if anything, you ask me, and I'm your professor, and you decide to use YouTube, that just shows me how committed you are to really wanting to know a source versus, trying to spend your entire day reading it because nobody got time for that. Everybody has other classes and stuff. And then we got lives to live. So complete your work immediately. And this goes for anybody. It doesn't matter what school you go to, college, grade school, trade. Complete your work immediately. If you want to have a fun college experience, do the opposite of what you're doing. Everybody wants to have leisure time first, then do the work at the last minute. Do your work first. Do your work immediately. Do it the minute class and do it at lunch. Do it while you're still learning in that same class that you just got working. Whatever you got to do, make sure you get your work done, because then once your work is behind you, first of all, you're making a lot of space for other classes. So now that, say you did your work in class or immediately after class, then you go to the next class, and then that teacher gives you a boatload of work. Now you already done one of them, so now you just got room for that. And then you follow that same strategy. Before you know it, if all your work is done, you look around at your calendar, you got nothing but free time. So if you work, if you student athlete like Ma, or if you just want to like not do anything that's related to work, I would really suggest you get that out the way. I would really suggest you hurry up, knock it out, and then you have free time to do whatever you want. I know you like to nap. I know everybody wants to take a nap. You better earn that nap. You better do your work first and earn that nap after. And then with that being said, get a planner or a calendar. I don't go nowhere without mine. And then have one on your phone, then have one you write out. I like the one I write out because I'm putting it right in front of me. It's right on my desk every time I walk past it. And it keeps you in line with everything. What you could do is you could take a syllabus in the beginning of the semester, take out all the important test dates, if they put down the homework dates, all that kind of stuff, readings, all this kind of stuff, projects, put that all in your calendar. And then that works for not just school, but anything else. If you play a sport and you got a game schedule, put that in your calendar. If you got random stuff like somebody's birthday party or something like that, you want to put everything in your calendar so you get the school stuff, your personal life stuff, all that's all in front of you. So not only do that, but then if it's things you can control, like say you wanted to go to the mall or something like that, just something at random, then you can space your day out much better that way. So having a calendar, you know what days you're already busy. So then if you want to plan something else, more so leisure time, just space it out. Date night, all that stuff, just space it out. That way you're not overloading your schedule. And then moving right along, that's pretty much all I had to say with the academic side of things. But now we're going to get real. Now we're going to get real and talk about, real topics. One of them being that when you're in college, this is not high school. So this isn't like anything you've done in the high school. You on the next level. So just embrace it. It's a lot bigger. It's a lot more fast paced. Cause once that semester starts, you hit the ground running. So it's not like high school at all. Come prepared. Don't come thinking that you just about to load into it. Maybe as a freshman you might load into it, but for longevity, if you see yourself really being in college the entire time, really be prepared for nothing. Then don't take nothing for granted. I see a lot of people do this, and then I see why a lot of people are struggling at the end of the semester, even by midterms. Don't skip class. It's not really going to play out the way you thought it did back in high school when you could skip class. You don't want to skip class in college. Because like I said, it's very fast-paced. Missing one day of college can be like missing a week. Take advantage of the day and age we live in, because now we can Zoom and do all kinds of stuff. Get in good with your classmates. Even if you're not that social, just find somebody that you can get the notes from or get the gist of what happened, because you really don't want to miss a class, especially if you got one of those classes 2-3 hours long. You definitely don't want to miss nothing crazy like that.
Yeah, I want to add on to that. Some professors, they'll track you, depending on how many days you miss in class, they will fail you. I have one of my science classes, if you miss 5 days, he will straight fail you. You don't get a grade for that class, so just go to class.
Yeah, and it's not like high school, but in a good way too, the things you liked about high school picks up. The athletics is much better, regardless of what division your school is. It's a lot more activities to do because, for the most part, whether you commute or you stay on campus, it's a lot more. Yeah, like I was saying, it's cool. The events really pick up, so that gets real fun. If you're into things like Spirit Week and all that, they really pick up once you're in college. I mean, then again, to each his own. Not all colleges are fun, so make sure when you're going on like the campus tours and all that, you choose a place that got like a really good community and all that. Like for example, my school, it's a lot of events to do, and then you can get involved in so much more. The amount of clubs and stuff doubles, and then of course you can start your own club, and then it's college, so you got a lot of people that if you know really network yourself well, and you make a lot of mutual friends, y'all can run a club together. But I mean, it's the closest thing to just like reality. You know, it's like a smaller version of a big community. So take advantage of it, because you know if you live here, the food is nothing like high school food. That's regardless where you go. Some diner halls are better than others at different colleges, but you have way more access to much better food. It's not that frozen pizza stuff. And a lot of schools succeed at that. Then you also have like, you know, on campus restaurants. If you live in like a community where the college is just based right in the community, you'll get like, you know, little flex dollars and stuff where you could like spend it at like local stores and stuff like that instead of using your own money, which is real beneficial. Other pluses that's different in high school. I mean, most colleges, except for the one I go to, but most colleges, they let you drive your first year. Others don't. But I didn't have to worry about that. Not at the school I go to. And I don't know, just you know, really embrace everything. Try to explore the campus for your own sightseeing and just check out what everything has to offer. You might find some cool hangout spots and all that. College is literally what you make it. You know, you can ask anybody when they graduate college what was their experiences like, and it just really depends on how you ask. But you kind of mold your own, you know, kind of thing going on with there. And then with that being said, you know, create good habits. You know, just don't do nothing stupid while you're here. You're all on your own, so your mom and dad ain't there to wake up. That kind of ties back into it's not high school. You're on your own. Wake yourself up. Be responsible for yourself. Create good habits. If you have a set system that you like to wake up by in this morning routine, really stick to that. Same with your night schedule. Don't have a sloppy night schedule. A lot of people, like myself, like to pull off staying up really late at night. But that's only if you could do it. If you know you can get up in the morning and still function well. I can't tell you what to do. I mean, you're just watching the guy on the screen right now. But I would say if you know you're not good for it, then don't try to do something that's out of the blue for you. Create good habits. Have your schedule right. That's why I told you get that calendar and just knock your work out the way. Just any good habits you can do and have a stable routine going on, then go for it. Like, you know, just really buy all into like, you know, the different things you'll do. You know, some majors you need to have really good habits with. So like, you know, whether that be law and nursing, you definitely want to have good habits with like, you know, memorizing the notes. I know for all my nursing majors, they had a lot of lab stuff going on, which lasted a long time. So just really buying in that. Get out your dorm. Please don't be a dorm body. A lot of people that talk about they ain't really enjoy college and nothing like that, they ain't never leave their dorms. I didn't bring a TV or a game system my first year. I got a TV now, and I got my PS4, but it's not to really play games. I got like 2 games on there just to pass time because it's filming this over the summer right now. But like, you know, don't be on Warzone all your college experience. Don't get off of Fortnite. Get out, meet some people, go to some events. Because I will say, coming from somebody that's about to be in student activities, a lot of people put a lot of effort into these events, and we expect y'all to pull up to them. And just, you know, create memories. Because once you get out of college, that's pretty much it. You got to settle down at that point. And then, you know, create a schedule that works for you. Just make sure everything is perfectly balanced, you know, when you're doing what you do. Make sure everything's perfectly balanced and, like, you can work with this lifestyle. Because if it's not balanced, then you're going to get overwhelmed. That's when you start to get overwhelmed. Sometimes, with that being said, you got to, like, make sacrifices. Like, some things you like to do, you got to, like, this is part of growing up. It's like, you know, you got to ask yourself, all right, is it worth doing this if I know I got to do this work? But literally, if you follow the strategy I've been giving y'all so far, I'm putting y'all on game right now. So it's like free game. Literally, just if you knock your workout and then have all your special dates in the syllabus adjusted, And use pencil when you're going on your calendar, because sometimes teachers have to postpone stuff. So be ready to erase anything and then reschedule it for another day whenever they push it. Be prepared for like everything. So like, just how your schedule's set up, and then what you prioritize while you're in college will tell you if you can handle certain things or not. Because nobody wants to be overwhelmed. The moment you're overwhelmed, you calling your mom saying you want to quit. So just make sure that everything you're doing is perfectly balanced. This goes for anybody that also works or plays sports, or maybe is in a club. Just make sure you got time for everything. And then, leave a little bit of free time too for emergencies, or if you just want to chill, because sometimes you just need to be by yourself sometimes and just to chill. So make sure your schedule's like precise. And then not everyone's going to be your friend, and that's okay. So be cool with some people just not wanting to be your friend and all that. Just let it be what it is. It's a bigger community, so it's a lot more you can do. It's a lot more you can accomplish. One thing I'll